Heyo everyone, it's AJ, and today it's Monday. And you know what that means? It's Manga Monday! Yeah! Welcome to Manga Monday Mayhem, where the plan is every single Monday there's a new Manga Monday. Woohoo! For the month of May. And, well, doesn't the month start with some fucking mayhem? That is obviously the latest Bungo chapter. Let's just summarise. It's just fucking pain. Just, that's all there is. Pain. Honestly, I swear, see if this was chapter 100, it'd be even worse, but it's still chapter 101, so we're close enough. But holy fuck, this chapter, you guys. Like, tears. And the fact that the cliffhanger need to wait for another fucking month. Oh, this is why I really hate the fact that Bungo's like a monthly thing. But anyway, let's kickstart with the fact that we're back at the prison now. Woo! We're back to the fucking death game. And we kick it off seeing Chuya just hanging out with Fyodor and basically being the worst collaborator. Yay! Because, of course, Fyodor was going to be a fucking bitch and nick Chuya to go against Dazai. Of course. But Dazai being Dazai, he doesn't seem to be bothered at the moment because apparently he's been thinking about trying to kill Chuya for 7 years. Basically, the whole time that he's known me, he's apparently been thinking, how can I kill this little bitch? Like, Dazai! Like, Sigma is like being like, right, are you not worried about this and whatnot? And he's just like, nah, I'm not worried. And he's like, aye, his ability is strong, but I've been thinking about ways on how to destroy him anyway. Like, Dazai! Like, what the fuck? And they're just chilling. Like, I love the fact, obviously, we're just getting more Sigma and Dazai together, because, like, it's so cute. Because literally, Sigma is literally just all of us. He is literally the only, like, sane person in this series right now. Oh, and literally just feels how we're feeling. Just like, what the actual fuck is going on? And then Sigma then brings up the fact that it's like, well, are you talking to people on the outside? And then Dazai just fucking turns around and just goes, you're smart for a 3-year-old. Wow, just making digs at him. Oh, and then literally Dazai just goes, so, yes, I'm technically in communications and whatnot. And he explains, obviously, with his heartbeat and all that, Ango, like, can read it and whatnot, and it's in codes. But Sigma then brings up the point, it's like, well, how are you receiving information? And then Dazai just goes, why don't you just work that out for yourself? Here's your homework for today. And if you work it out, it means you're better than Fyodor. And Sigma's just got this wee tiny panel, and it's just like him being like over Fyodor while Fyodor's like crumbling and like despair, and it's just like jeez. And this is just literally just the beginning of this whole like chapter. Like, and this is where the fucking crazy shit comes in. There's a little cute panel of Dazai and Sigma, and this is obviously just like, hey, work this out about like how I communicate with Ango and whatnot. And it's just like Dazai's got a wee thought bubble as like Sigma's trying to work out like right there and then like how he's like doing this, and he's thinking it's like, oh, he honestly is like actually Shane. It's like, oh. I'm like, that is so cute. And it's like, oh, it's so nice, but he's actually thinking about other people. It's just like, oh, it's so cute. But aye, so whilst all this is kind of going down, Fyodor's obviously just walking through the rest of the building, and then he gets to a door, and obviously he's like, oh, I know all the codes and everything like that, so it's fine, I can get through this. Yeah, that didn't happen. So he puts in the code, it sets off the room because previous chapters, it was explained that in the prison that all these like guarded rooms, like if you put in the wrong code, like basically they just kill you. It activates like this kind of water thing that's like thick water, so you basically just drown because there's no way that you can kind of breathe in this water. So then that's basically how that starts to go off, and Fyodor's obviously panicking, and then he starts sending Chuya to try and like break down the doors, but this is a special prison that is designed for ability users. So obviously they've had to deal with like people with very strong abilities. So they've worked out the perfect thing and to basically make Chuya's strength and whatnot useless. So they're just in a room just casually drowning. With that happening, it literally just falls into place of what Dazai was planning to do, because he literally just says, oh, by the way, we're not really going to escape properly. And Sigma's like, wait, what? Then how are we going to win? And he just goes, oh, we're just going to kill Fyodor. And it's just like the fucking panel of just like, I am going to kill him before the end of the game. Fucking Dazai, man. So whilst Fyodor is obviously realising how he's fucked up, he's kind of trapped, and no matter what he does, he's effed. Dazai's just like scrolling up to like the big security unit, because Sigma's like, well, how are you going to like kill him and whatnot? It's like, oh, we're gonna drown him from the security base. And it's just like, wait, no, you can't, because there's like a million guards in there. Like, he's literally like, Sigma's literally panicking outside this big room that's like obviously a big guarded door and whatnot, and he's like, you're gonna die if you go in there, because there's gonna be like a million people in there and they'll just shoot at you like no questions asked, they're just gonna shoot you. And Dazai's just like, nah, we're gonna go in. Lo and behold, you open the door, everyone's already dead. Which then, us as a reader basically got our justification from Sigma, because it's like, how the fuck did this happen already? And basically Dazai just goes, oh yeah, I've already killed them all. And obviously naturally you're just like, what the actual fuck? How? Well, turns out Dazai's a lucky bastard about how he can plan things. So there is what I would love to call the JoJo character now of Bungo. Literally, Dazai is in cahoots with another ability user that's been in this fucking jail. And it turns out that they can manipulate time. But it's not the same for... It's not H.G. Wells, apparently, who's in the 44 minutes. Wrong, 50 minutes. Light novel. My god, I got that wrong. But yeah, literally, a lassie that just looks like a fucking cat is like a master thief, like, because she can stop time and just go nick things. So what had been happening was Angle made a deal with them, being like, hey, I can get your sentence reduced so that you're basically out of here, so you're not living here forever. But in cahoots, you need to kind of work with us and work with Dazai. So, but because of Dazai's nullifying ability, when they stop time, Dazai's not affected by it. So Dazai can still walk around like nobody's business. So he's like, the time's been literally been stopped, he's just been going in, he's just knocked out all the like the guards and everything like that. Security's already sorted with, and nobody has a clue. Because everyone else is frozen within this time. Because everyone else is affected. It's just, oh, it's just like, what the fuck? And then that's like how he's been like communicating with Angle, because basically he's been getting his information in these time periods that are like getting frozen like every single day since he's been in that fucking prison. Like, oh, it's just so fucking good, but it's so messed up. Generally, as soon as I read it, it's like, oh, time ability. And I was like, oh my god, it's H.G. Wells appearing. But no, apparently not. Apparently it's somebody else. So I was like, oh, okay. Because it was like, oh, they can like freeze time for a little certain amount of time. And I was like, oh, well, that's like H.G. Wells. They can only do it for like 50 minutes. Yeah. Apparently not. Unless it is and they've just started getting into JoJo. So yeah. And literally, like, Dazai's just, like, so proud and, like, telling us. He's just like, oh, Sigma, I'm just gonna, like, tell you the answers to your homework. And it's like, this, look at all this. And just, like, fear me. It's literally like that. So then, obviously, they get into the control centre. They see, obviously, that Fyodor is obviously now in the room that's just getting filled up with, like, the thick water. And then he starts talking to him, like, over the tannoy, being like, oh, hey, kind of got yourself in a wee bit of predicament there. And he just goes, and this is where you'll die. And Fyodor's just like, I ain't dying, I'm not dying here. And then Dazai's just like, well, Chuya's ability is practically useless here, so you've not got him anymore, and despite that your ability is very interesting, don't know how it technically would work, but I don't think it would really work the way you want it to work. So, there's that. And he's just like, so, you're dying here. Toodles, bye. But then obviously, because Chuya's still in the room, he starts, like, talking to Chuya, and he's like, oh, this is literally the most heartbreaking part. I fucking hate this part. Oh! Basically, he actually starts trying to give a heartwarming, like, little final speech for Chuya, which is already fucked up in the fact that he's basically sacrificing Chuya at this point. Like, what the actual fuck? But he's just like, oh, like, I've known you for 7 years and we used to bicker and everything like that, and like, but, you know, deep down, it was like, there was times where we connected, kind of like, for example, and then it's just like, yeah, I can't think of anything. So, bye! It's like, Dazai! And it's coming up with all these little, like, flashbacks of, like, obviously their time together over the 7 years and, like, how they've worked together as, like, Sakoku and everything like that. And it's just like, you're actually breaking my fucking heart! And you're acting so fucking chill, and I don't like it! Honestly, see, just thinking about it now, it fucking hurts. And then that's how the chapter ends. You see Chuya's hat, and then basically the last panel is basically to try and say that he's drowned. Obviously not confirmed. However, that's the impression. I want to cry. However, obviously, like I said, it's been established that Dazai is working with somebody that can manipulate time. There's a fucking chance, there's a fucking hope that Dazai can maybe save Chuya out of the waters. Because what makes it more heartbreaking when you're looking at the panels is that, I don't know whether it's just a stylish choice or if it's intentional, but see the panel where he's doing his speech to Chuya and you see, like, the panel and it's just his head above the water. Chuya's eyes don't look as vampire-y. You know, like at the beginning of the chapter, they're pretty white with a teeny little bit of black round edge. They look more human-ish whilst he's drowning. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's just being bit delusional and just being a bit hopeful that maybe it's coming undone like Bram's work. Who fucking knows? Because obviously with Dazai's little speech, maybe that if Chuya's maybe been, if he's waking up or something like that and able to kind of fight against Bram's ability, don't know. But the thing is, like, I don't think anyone's going to drown in that room because Nikolai is very intent of wanting to kill Fyodor himself, right? I don't think he would want Dazai to do it for him. So, obviously, Fyodor still has a chance because if Nikolai just decides he's going to swoop in with his cape and whatnot and get him out, like, he obviously interrupting the game, but he kind of concludes that Dazai was somewhat cheating with purposely trying to drown him. I don't know, like, obviously the game's a fucking fix, but I'm getting stressed out over some of it. Probably isn't going to happen, but it's still enough to fucking stress me out. Honestly, I just couldn't believe what I was fucking reading at the end, and I was like, oh, but I'm not fucking surprised. This is how things go. I think it hurts more because Chuya's birthday was only a couple of days ago. Like, why would they do that? It's so fucking rude. I don't like them for yeah, here's a birthday gift. Here's Chuya fucking dying. Or potentially dying. So we're just going to make you cry for like a month and you don't know if he's going to be alive or not at the end. Honestly, I swear, if he does actually die, like, I'm going to fucking hate it for a while. I'll still fucking read it, but like, still, it still hurts so much. Like, he's gone for so long, then he comes back for like 2 fucking panels, and then he's gone again for a couple of months because we had to finish off the fucking airport arc, and then he's back, and it's like, oh, by the way, we're just gonna start drowning him. Like, nah. I'm getting way too worked up. Literally, I've just been screaming in my house for like 2 hours over this. Because I just can't comprehend what's happened and what I've just read. Oh. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Like, is Chuya gonna be okay? Can you be delusional with me and be like, he's gonna be fine? Like, why would they make an emphasis on the fact that Dazai's in cahoots with somebody with a time manipulation thing where he can just try and save him? Like, they literally showed panels of literally all the times that fucking Chuya saved Dazai. Like, I'm getting, no. Oh, but yeah, let me know if you're happy we're back to the pain. This is like extra pain, like super fucking pain. But you happy we're back to the prison? We're getting somewhat some resolution on that. Oh, is the pain worth it? Is this pain worth it? Poor Chuya, man. Honestly, it's so mean. Oh, but yeah, let me know your wee thoughts down below. And are you excited that Asagiri's just wanting to torture us? Yeah. But yeah, so this is a fucking way to kick off Manga Monday Mayhem. Because literally, this is the most chaotic thing that's going to happen this month. Like, I'm going to have to pick nice manga because, frankly, I don't really want to do too much pain. Because this is literally done a month's worth of pain. Because, obviously, next chapter is going to be full of fucking pain. And great, I've just realised that's going into my birthday month. And it's going to be shite to the beginning of my month. And I'm getting a Bungo tattoo next month of Dazai and Chuya. This is going to hurt so much. And it's Dazai's birthday as well. Oh no, I did not think this. In fairness, I did not know that Chuya was potentially going to die. I swear, if he fucking dies in my birthday month, I'm gonna fucking crack. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I need to scream more. But yeah, so there we go. There's another Manga Monday. Definitely full of mayhem. And I'll see you next week for another one, which I'm gonna make sure it's happy. Because, my god, my heart is broken right now. Oh, but anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.